Hello, Taurus. This is going to be your general reading for November 2018. And so this month, I decided not to shuffle and pick your cards on camera. I feel as though it is a big waste of time. And so I can assure you that I had the Taurus Collective in mind when I shuffled and picked these cards for you. I obviously did not pick any of these deliberately. I don't do that. So I'm going to show you your 11 cards and then I'll start with your reading. For your Celtic cross spread, as usual, I'm using the spiral deck. I've had this for years and years. And so this, as always, is going to be your base reading. And then this month I decided to use this new deck, which is called the Wildwood Tarot. It's a cute little deck. So we'll see what comes out, or what did come out. Hopefully you guys are well. This is a huge shift from what your readings have been like over the months so far since I started this channel. It looks like you have most definitely made a concentrated effort on changing things for the better. So not that what you had going on before was awful, it just seemed really intense and like it was a large transition of a cycle. So it looks like you're out on the other side now. I'm going to show you your 11 cards. Oh, hang on. Okay. So here are your 11 cards. Your central experience for the month of November is strength. What is your challenge to that situation is the 9 of Wands. What is helping you is the Queen of Pentacles. At your core of your being, you have the 3 of Cups. In the recent past, you have the World. Your best possible outcome, this is an odd one, and so I had to pick clarifiers for it, and now it makes complete sense, but we'll get into it. You've got the 5 of Pentacles there. In the future, you have the King of Wands. You right now are the 3 of Pentacles. In your surroundings, there is the 10 of Pentacles. This is really nice. Your hope is the Empress. And your general outcome is the Ace of Pentacles, and you have a very nice clarifier with that. So let's get started. Oops, sorry, buddy. Okay. I'm going to try to speak louder. I forget about that sometimes. Okay. My voice is a little hoarse today because I have been battling with some kind of scratchy throat thing that's been going on. You know those feelings where you're on the verge of getting sick, but you're not actually sick, but you kind of feel like it might come if you don't take care of yourself. That's where I've been. So my throat's a little shot, but hopefully you will get through this okay. I'm just trying to angle it where you can see them okay. So your central experience for November is Lady Strength. And your clarifier to go with her is called the Wood Word. And it's number 11, which is Justice in this deck. I really like how he has a lynx as his totem in this. They look very similar to each other. The Woodward almost looks like a male version of Lady Strength in this. They're very similar. Here, let's angle them where they're facing each other and you can kind of see. So, Justice and Strength. You are doing a lot to maintain your boundaries and make sure that things are fair and just in your life right now. If there hasn't been an imbalance of power in the past, it looks like you, by your own sheer effort, have righted the situation where now you are being respected properly, as well as respecting others properly. This is a really powerful combination here. And so this says, most definitely you are working in integrity in your life at this time. You have been really focusing on being as integral as you possibly can, as well as taking other people's needs into consideration, looking at other people's viewpoints, and being gentle yet strong about ensuring that things are fair and just for everyone, which is excellent. Your own internal sense of right and wrong is very heightened at this time, where you will not put up with anything that is less than integral in your life at this point. You really just don't have the time or energy for it. And so this is where you're at for November. Very good. Okay. So, what is your challenge? I'm going to show it to you as a story. So, there's the Nine of Wands, and your two clarifiers are the Two of Vessels, which in this deck is called the Two of Cups. This is one of the oddest Two of Cups cards I have ever seen before. I'm sorry, but I just can't really relate to this one too much, only because the couple has animal heads and it kind of throws me off visually. This isn't exactly what I picture as being true love. It just doesn't, I don't know, maybe if they had expressions on their faces, I would be able to see it better. But in any case, regardless of what the image is, this is the Two of Cups. This is about unity, harmony, working together, seeing eye to eye, understanding each other. Most definitely has to do with relationships. This can be a marriage or a romantic relationship. This can also just be relating in general with people and making sure that things are equal and balanced, and that you are focusing on the alliances in your life that come easily and naturally. And then with that, you have the Great Bear, which is actually the Judgment card in this deck, number 20. So you have gone through a rite of passage, or this is your challenge, is to finally fulfill this completely. It feels to me as if you have been on this journey for quite some time. And this has been an ongoing effort that you have been trying to put your energy into. And it seems as though you are very close to the completion point with this. But there's still something about it that is difficult for you. But that doesn't mean that it can't be overcome or worked with just because it's difficult. It's just a challenge. So you have been working really hard on finishing up a process of action that has involved making sure that people are seeing eye to eye or that things are balanced. And something about this is a big deal for you. Judgment, something is coming back to life. It's a rite of passage of some kind. You're wondering if things can be brought back to life or not, or if things can be worked out or not. You've definitely been putting a lot of effort and action into trying to make things work, but your challenge might still be in seeing eye to eye or releasing anything that needs to be released so that things can finally evolve and move forward. There's something about this. It's interesting. You've got an emphasis on caves in this reading, so your difficulty might be in getting the answers that you need within yourself. but it doesn't mean that it's impossible. So, what is helping you is to be fully in your own power. This Queen of Pentacles, even though she is technically a Capricorn court card, this is reminding me of you Taurians, or any earth sign for that matter. She looks extremely relaxed, happy with what she has built or grown for herself. She looks very satisfied and in her body, and very calm and collected and grounded in with energizement and passion and energy being infused into you. So this seems as though you are fully coming back to yourself if you have felt off kilter or off balance because of all the shifts and changes that have been happening. You're feeling much more grounded and in your personal power, and feeling very confident and believing in your own abilities and being able to realize you can manifest anything you wish. You just need to believe in yourself and have the energy to do it or to set it in motion. But what is helping you is to take care of yourself, take care of your body, and to do things that you enjoy. For somebody watching, this is spending time with animals. For somebody, it might be spending more time in nature. For some of you, it might be picking up paintbrushes again, or doing something creative that you have a talent for, that perhaps because of everything going on, you haven't felt as though you have enough time for this. But this is what is helping you, is to pick up those paintbrushes again, or to spend time with your animals, or to just do the things that you enjoy, and possibly to spend time outside as well. To realize that you can manifest anything, there's nothing stopping you, really. So that's what's helping you. If you happen to have a Capricorn or a Virgo in your life, this is a really good person for you. Whether it's romantic or just a friendship or even a family member, it can be looked at in a number of different ways. Other earth signs are very beneficial for you at this time. And so, at your root, you have the Three of Cups with the Nine of Wands, right? Yeah, which the Nine of Wands in this deck is respect. And the Three of Cups is the friendship card. So you're feeling a great need to stand up for yourself, not in an unhealthy way. I don't feel as though you're being overly defensive or unnecessarily bothered by how other people see you. But I do see you inside of yourself at this time as being very strong about making sure that you are being respected by the people around you. Or honored, respected, acknowledged by the people around you. For somebody, this may be that you have been feeling as if there's been some unnecessary gossip, or people are talking about you. But some of that may be true, but it may also be coming from a fear that you have, or just a general feeling of paranoia. Sorry to put it that way, guys. It's a small feeling of paranoia, not a huge one. It could also be a reality where people have forgotten how integral you are and how you deserve respect. And also, this is saying you want to ensure that people are being respectful with one another. So this could be a workplace situation, or a family situation, or just a situation among friends or among groups of people, where you want to ensure that people are being integral with each other and are respecting each other, or being respectful of each other, without getting too carried away with things like gossip or unnecessary talking, or something like that. You want your friends to respect you, and you want to respect your friends. If you haven't been getting that, you can have that now. You may be meeting people that you look up to or that you respect a great deal, where you feel as though these days you are bringing in much more important, special people into your life than you have before. So, people you can respect. Or that you have a great deal of respect for. So this is interesting. In your recent past, you have the world and the star. This is wonderful. This is letting me know that all of the massive changes that you have been going through, you have, as gracefully as possible, handled them, tried to find balance with them, and are now releasing them. So if you've been through a huge shift in your life from one way of being to another way of being, or one existence for a completely different existence, you have made it through. You're out on the other side now. You've done the bulk of what you had to do for this, and in order for this to pass. And so now you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you're almost out of the tunnel, or you have come out of the tunnel, and perhaps you weren't even really sure what to expect. Maybe you were afraid if you came out of the tunnel of this major shift that you'd find yourself in a barren wasteland, or who knows where you would find yourself. There was no real way of knowing, but you have tried your best and done your best. And now that you've come out of the other end of the tunnel, you realize you're in a beautiful forest that's filled with magic. And there's a path in front of you that is clearly visible in the moonlight that you can walk down towards your new reality or your new world. You have had a great deal of spiritual forces looking out after you and protecting you through this whole transition, major transition you've been going through. And you have learned the lessons, you have evolved, and now you are on to a completely new start in your life, which is amazing. You have come a long way and you've done a lot. So this is extremely interesting to me. So your best possible outcome is an odd card. It's the Five of Pentacles, which normally means something akin to poverty consciousness or lack or poverty in general, or not having what you need, feeling poor in possibly a number of different ways, not just with money. Excuse me. And so I pulled clarifiers, and interestingly enough, I got another Five of Pentacles. So you have two Fives of Pentacles. And if you look at this one, it is called Endurance. The Five of Stones. And it's a young lady at the entrance of a cave at night with a horrendous storm in the background. But she does have her little fire. She has her little cape. She might possibly be lost, but she has found a safe place in the wilderness to hunker down and wait until the storm is over so that she can go back home or find her way back home or even possibly be rescued. I don't know about you, but being a mom, there's no way I would be okay about my little girl being at the entrance of a cave in the middle of nowhere in the middle of a storm like this. But this is one brave little girl. Instead of succumbing to fear or hopelessness, she built herself a little fire, and she found herself a little spot that for now will keep her safe until the storm is over. And that is why it's called endurance. So what I'm getting here is that you have fallen upon difficult times in one way or another, where you have felt as though you don't have what you need or you don't even have what you want. But you have made do. You have endured this situation. You have gotten through out onto the other side. And it's interesting, your other clarifier is, we have two more clarifiers. The Guardian, which is the Devil card in this deck. It's number 15. And this is a really interesting Devil card because it's the Guardian. You could view, if you're lost in the wilderness of your subconscious and you feel as though you are possibly in danger, what could be looked at as extremely scary and horrifying may actually be a blessing in disguise. What could be looked at as evil? Well, let me put it this way. There is no such thing as pure evil without at least some good in it. And there is no such thing as pure good that doesn't have a little bit of evil in it. Things are not always so black and white. Sometimes what we view as a monster or a curse is actually a learning experience that we have to go through. And it's when we realize our shadows or our shadow part of our nature or even external shadows in our life may not be as scary as it seems. Once you face it and deal with it or have some kind of humility about this, it can end up being a blessing in disguise to help you to evolve to become a stronger person. And what I'm getting here is that this little girl who was lost built herself a little fire at the opening of a cave, and she was pretty sure she felt safe for now until the storm is over. But along comes the guardian of the cave. Notice he's in the very entrance of a cave, and there's a path that is leading up to it. This guardian at the cave decides who is worthy of entering the cave or even being near the cave. He is the guardian of the cave. The cave represents the entrance to the underworld or to your subconscious. Your subconscious is the place not only where you hide your fears and your own internal demons, it's also a place where you hide treasure and you hide extremely valuable things. He may be guarding treasure which is inside the cave. He may be protecting lost souls that live inside the cave. He won't let just any old person into the cave unless they have respect or unless they have some kind of integrity in what they're doing. He's not going to let any old fool into the cave. But he sees this little girl. He could choose to be scary and scare her off and not let her seek shelter. But because her intentions are pure, she's not there because she wants to steal treasure out of the cave to become rich. She's not there to meddle with any spirits that may be inside of it. She simply needs a safe place to go. Because of this, and because the guardian can see that it's a sweet little girl and that she simply just needs help, he actually ends up protecting her, welcoming her, and allowing her to stay. And not only that, if anything tried to mess with her, they would have to deal with this guardian if they wanted to do something like that. So one person's monster may be another person's hero. It really just depends on what your intentions are. I feel as though your intentions have been extremely good. And because you have faced what seemed to be intensely scary, and you had the bravery and the strength to meet this challenge, you have been accepted. And this is your second world card. You have the world again as your best possible outcome. You have the potential to finally graduate from this journey or this cycle or this experience, where you finally reap the benefits and the rewards of everything that you have done up until now, and things are finally changing in a really good way. You have overcome your own internal demons by accepting them or seeing the good in them. So that is your best possible outcome, is that you face your fears, you move through them, accept them, and then you're able to change for the better and have a completely different experience than before. So in the future, This is wonderful. You are feeling in the future very sure of yourself, very content with who you are. There's a lot of good, healthy self-esteem in here. You have come a long way. You've done a lot. You've been through a lot. You're out on the other side and you're feeling accomplished. You're feeling grateful. You're feeling strong. You're feeling healthy. And you have movement and growth coming through this whole process that you've been in. You have the Three of Wands, which in this deck is called fulfillment. And this is growth of action. Good things are to come because of everything that you have done. You're feeling very accomplished and proud of yourself, and you should be. You have a lot of growth and new opportunities coming because of this. If you happen to have somebody in your life who shows leonine traits, this person is a really good ally to have in the future, or will be able to help you with opportunities and fulfillments in the future. Or this may just be you and a feeling of self-accomplishment and pride over everything that you have worked so hard towards, or everything that you have been through. You will be recognized. So, you right now, you are overcoming boredom or an emotional rut by getting up and doing something meaningful with yourself. I'm getting embracing your talents more, or your skills more, showing off your skills and talents more. If you like to sing, this is deciding to show off your skills with singing and get up on the stage and sing a beautiful song to inspire people. If you are a dancer, this is showing your dance to other people. Whatever it is that you enjoy, that you have talents at, it's time for you to throw them out there. It's time for you to be confident enough to throw your treasures out there for other people to see. Whenever you start to feel emotionally dissatisfied, start a new hobby. Do something creative where you can be seen by other people. And that's also a growth of money and prosperity, you guys. So if you have struggled with feelings of poverty or not having enough money in the past that you are now graduating from and facing where that comes from, you are seeing immediate results as long as you're brave enough to throw your talents out there and to go with your creative ideas that are new rather than older ones or ones you've been doing all this time. In your surroundings, you have a lot of emphasis on family. This is the Queen of Wands, by the way, which is the hair. There we go. Queen of Wands, the hair. You're feeling accomplished, and not only that, you're being applauded and congratulated by many people. You also may be feeling protective of your own family or your community, where you want to draw your closest, most meaningful people close to yourself. This may be reasons to celebrate, reasons for harvest time celebrations, or people gathering together to create warmth and a sense of community. Your family is very important to you in your surroundings at this time. You may be having family come visit you. You may be even hosting something for families. This could be Thanksgiving. This could be a wedding. This could be so many different things. You know more than me, but it looks very nice. It feels as though you do not feel alone. You feel surrounded by loved ones, whether they're family or friends. So your hope is for abundance, love, beauty, harmony, comfort, all of the good things in life, abundance. Your hope is for things to grow. your final outcome, or your general outcome, is the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Swords, which in this deck is called the Kingfisher. There's only one other sign that got the Kingfisher as part of their general outcome, and it was Virgo. So I don't know if you Taurians, some of you may have some prominent Virgos in your life, or other earth signs, as in Capricorns. I see an emphasis on Capricorn, Virgo, just from this, and Leo. But again, these don't have to be specific signs in your life. But there is a connection here to Virgo. So if there is someone watching this that has recently started a new relationship with a Virgo, I highly recommend you watch that reading. I'm not going to do the same thing that I did for them. I actually read out loud from Ted Andrews' Animal Speak on what Kingfisher is. But it's an extremely beautiful, powerful bird with an extremely beautiful, powerful, romantic legend that goes with it. And so if you want to know that story, you may want to watch the very end of the Virgo reading to have a greater knowledge on what this really means. But this can mean a twin flame or a soulmate or a great true love. And it most definitely means new happiness, new sunshine, and new joy coming into your life. Where if you have been through a storm and you've been hunkered down in a cave and you had to face your own subconscious fears in order to move on from there, you are out not only on the other side, but you're creating a completely new reality for yourself that involves joy, happiness, bliss, luck, fortune, and true love. It looks amazing. Congratulations. I'm really proud of you guys. The Taurus Collective has been through a lot recently and has been going through a lot. And I am really extremely happy for you. And you most definitely have my respect. So, I love you very much. Good luck with everything. Many blessings to you. And if you would like, check out your bonus reading, which hopefully will come out sometime soon. Okay, take care. Bye.